Quite early on, I felt an understanding, so I knew what sort of direction I wanted to go in, and had a love from it which I've never lost. I suppose I have a natural gambling instinct in me, which fortunately so far has stood me in good stead. I never worried about losing money on a purchase, because that was always part of the learning process. As long as I was 51% ahead of the game in everything I did, and that's life generally, then you can't go wrong. Life is a gamble anyway, so you've just got to make sure you tip the scales in your favour. The origins of my business go back to my grandfather's time. They came over from Holland, and they were dealers mainly in Dutch furniture, tapestries, silver, Chinese export porcelain, so very much general dealers of the time. My choice as an antique dealer came about, it was an almost automatic thing. I remember going out for walks with my father, sometimes on a Sunday, and he said, "What do you want to do when you're older?" And it was always an antique dealer, without realising exactly what that meant as such. It somehow seemed to hold a fascination. It was like going into a Hamleys toy shop. That's how I actually felt. I absolutely loved it day one. I can't say to this day that I don't have any less passion or excitement for it. I think one of the criticisms my wife would have would be, why don't you cut off at 7:30 at night? Well, there's always something for me to look at, and that's what I enjoy doing. So from a collecting point of view, certainly in my early teens, I collected something. I collected what was called matchbox toys, models of cars, and they came in little fitted boxes. They were a few shillings each. It didn't actually matter if I had the same model in 3 different colours. I collected them, and they were all lined up. And I think when it got into Yunglo bronzes, it was almost the same feeling, wanting to possess them, seeing how many different variations I could have. So it was a culmination of various things coming together, which one made me collect them, and two, didn't want to sell them. The other thing, I think I even anticipated at that point, that these things didn't have the sort of value that they should have. So there was already in the back of my mind, I thought, something for the future. The title of the collection, 60 Years of Devotion, has various aspects. The two that come to mind is my own devotion to these pieces, and that they are devotional objects which over the centuries have been worshipped by people. I feel bringing this collection to the market, mixed emotions for sure, but also intrigued to see what the market perceives of what I've put together over these years. Whether people definitely appreciate the level of this particular collection, which I believe is very high. Can they see that extra mileage that's been put into it? That I don't know, but that's what I'm intrigued to see.